Listen, you fuckers, you screwheads. Here is a man who would not take it anymore. Who would not let... Listen, you fuckers, you screwheads. Here is a man who would not take it anymore. A man who stood up against the scum, the cunts, the dogs, the filth, the shit. Here is someone who stood up.
Kill everyone now. Condone first-degree murder. Advocate cannibalism. Eat shit.
I want to kill everyone. Satan is good. Satan is our pal.
Welcome to hell.
If you stay out of my way, there'll be no problem. But if you toy with me, I'll burn you so bad you'll wish you died as a child.
Some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
And I will rain down an ungodly fucking firestorm upon you. You're gonna have to call the fucking United Nations to get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. I am talking scorched earth, motherfucker. I will massacre you. I will fuck you up.
I hate you, motherfucker. I hate you, motherfucker. I hate you, motherfucker. I hate you, motherfucker. I
Believe in Jesus.
Yes, I do.
Well, you're gonna meet him.
Okay, now, manipulation until I pop out of your body.
Young dog All right, welcome back to the Welcome to Hell show. This is the second episode on here, and appreciate you maniacs tuning in. This is another radio show. This time we're going all the way back to 2013 when I used to do Hellheim radio up in LA. My buddy Andy Ford was formerly of KNAC, Manic Metal. He was part of that crew at one point, and then he started his own thing shortly thereafter that. And on the weekends, every once in a while, I would go over to West LA and this place called The Joint. It was a venue over there on the west side, and basically just do a radio show with him. I had some guests on there, so Andy got me doing more of like the death metal and old thrash and power violence, grindcore, stuff like that, black metal here and there. But that he also got Chris Hatewar to do Hatewar's Bunker on the Razor. So we would like switch up every other weekend. I would do mine, Chris would do his, and yada yada. So Chris obviously focused on the black metal stuff and the war metal and all that good stuff, the old creepy 80s black metal. And so yeah, we were the DJs over on Razor Radio for a while, and my show was called Hellheim Radio, and Gravehill, my band at the time, we were always we said we were from Hellheim. That was a place that we were from, and so I utilized that as the name of the radio show. So yeah, we had a pretty brutal block there to start things out. Again, I'm going to try to play more of the music, less yapping. I might have some stories about certain things periodically to do with this playlist or whatever, but we're going back to 2013, and this was my first two radio shows. That back then, when we started off, it was they were kind of shorter. We did a lot of talking and whatnot about other stuff going on in the local underground shows and stuff like that. And then as time went on, I was like, hey, let's yap a little bit less and try to play as much music as possible. So I started making longer playlists. So I got about 26 songs on this playlist for you sickos today. And I'll try to keep the blocks flowing as much as possible. We started it off with Pestilence, Out of the Body. That's from the Consuming Impulse album. Another one of those killer all-time death metal songs, you know, one of those, when you look in the dictionary under death metal, Out of the Body by Pestilence is definitely one of the top songs that's out there. So that's when they were just pure brutality. I remember their first time here with that lineup with Van Drunen and Consuming Impulse Tour. They played with Death and Carcass at the Country Club in Reseda, and Carcass just fucking blew everybody's minds. You know, it was their first time here. When those earache bands first started coming here, you know, Morbid Angel, Carcass, Bolt Thrower, Napalm Death, it was over. That's when they were just in their prime, and all those classic albums. Later on, Entomb came too, and that was amazing. And that pretty much kicked off that golden era of death metal around here locally. We had a lot of good bands and whatnot, but I know a lot of bands were formed around those shows at the Country Club and at the Waters Club down in San Pedro and the Hong Kong Cafe up in Chinatown towards downtown LA. But yeah, no, Pestilence held their own that night. You know, Carcass was mind-blowing. Death was kind of boring that night. But Pestilence was fucking amazing. They were brutal as fuck, and pretty much Carcass and Pestilence kind of blew Death out of the water that night, unfortunately. But, you know, it is what it is. After that was a rough version of Corpsegrinder by Massacre. Now it's from the From Beyond sessions. Not really sure where I got this. I was in contact with Cam Lee. He's a friend of mine. I haven't talked to him in a number of years, but I don't know if he sent me that track or if somebody else did. I know that there was a rough mix version of From Beyond that was floating around, and I think that's where I got that version of Corpsegrinder. It's just really dirty and filthy, and like, to me, it's just so much heavier than what ended up on the the From Beyond, which is still a fucking classic album. You know, it was great finally hearing a lot of those demo songs that were floating around for so many years on From Beyond. And but that was just a really rough and raw version of Corpsegrinder. I enjoy that mix myself. I prefer it over the final mixes of From Beyond. After that, we had Paganizer with Flesh Supremacy. Great band. Roga rules. He's a death metal maniac. He's always got tons of bands going on and projects. I think Paganizer is my favorite that he's done. And Flesh Supremacy is one of my favorite songs that they have done. And then after that, we had a classic by Kreator, Under the Guillotine. I think that's probably my favorite Kreator song. Pleasure to Kill is just fucking absolutely classic. Pretty much one of the perfect death thrash albums of all time. It was one of those things that was out obviously during the thrash era, but it was just heavy and so fast, so ripping. You know, it's kind of straddled in between thrash and death metal for sure. And then one of my favorite bands, Hellhammer, was after that. Revelations of Doom. They got a lot of killer songs, but Revelations of Doom is definitely one of my favorites. One of the top songs that they've done. So, all right, enough yapping. As I've always said, let's get back to the music. So we're going to start this block off with the mighty Dismember, and this is Skin Her Alive.
wasn't happy. I just had a job to do, and was doing it.
I'm back. How's it going? You're still alive. Congratulations. Thank you for joining me on this journey back to 2013 and Hellheim Radio that originally was on Razor Radio back then. And this is the playlist. I believe this was like September or October when I started this, when I first started the show over there in LA with Andy and the Joint. Forget everybody. They had a whole crew there, whatnot. Really cool people over on the west side of LA. It was a short running venue. I think they were open for 2-3 years or something like that. There was a couple of name changes, and just like anything else in Los Angeles, it comes and goes, unfortunately. So it didn't last very long, but there was some killer, memorable shows there, and it was a lot of fun doing this radio show. And it was just basically playing a bunch of my favorite songs from some of my favorite bands, and that's basically what you're going to be hearing pretty much in everything that I do. But this is a pretty cool throwback to 2013, kind of how things were back then, especially with some of the stuff that's coming up. I was also doing some writing for Metal Maniacs at the time, so I was getting a lot of digital albums sent to me for review and getting stuff in the mail that I would put on my computer as well. I was always buying stuff back then too, and then being in Grave Hill, touring, and getting stuff given to me and whatnot. So I tried to put everything together as best as I could, and this is basically kind of a reflection of what friends were giving me, as far as digital-wise, what I was finding. People were sending me stuff, and so it was a cool combination of a number of things, and so that this playlist reflects that, so these are definitely some classics, some of my favorites, and we started that block off with Dismember, Skinner Alive, all-time classic death metal song. After that was Destroyer 666 with WitchHunter. Cold Steel for an Iron Age is definitely one of my favorite albums ever. Fucking the riffs on that are just incredible. It's like destruction on speed or something, And then we had some super, super duper fucking heavy fucking brutality with Coffins and Buried Death. Coffins fucking rules. Uchino-san is a friend of mine. Great dude, and one of the heaviest bands around. And after that is definitely one of the heaviest bands ever, Cianide, with Death Metal Maniac. That's the death metal anthem. They're buds of mine, and I always want to play Cianide as much as possible because I fucking love that band. And then my boys in Cardiac Arrest was after that. In His Name, They Spilled Blood. Definitely. Lately, I've been really partial to a lot of the slower stuff that Cardiac does. I fucking love that band. Love those fucking dudes. They're buds of mine as well. And super underrated. And after that was some more friends of mine from Sweden. Mordbrand, Parabotter, and my boy Bjorn. That's their brutal death metal band. Rest in peace to Mordbrand. The band's not around anymore. That was Skarseld, Return to the Unholy. And that was a classic song. That Mordbrand was super, super underrated in my opinion. They never really got the recognition that they deserved. And I always tried to play them as much as possible. They actually pop up a couple times on this playlist, and I don't give a fuck, but we have no rules, so Mordbrand will be popping up here again in a few. It's kind of tied into a release that I got around that time period. Anyways, we're going to get back to it. This is Horrendous with Rip to Shreds.
Bloody Who's that? Oh, hi. What are you doing out in this mess?
Stupid copy enemy.
All right. What did you think I was going to do? Not play anything fucking brutal and heavy or what? That was a fucking brutal fucking block. Started off with Horrendous, Ripped to Shreds. I love that first Horrendous album. Not really familiar with what they're doing these days. I know there was some different stuff. People really dig some of the prog stuff that they're doing and whatnot. Hey, to each their own. It's not really my thing. I think I heard a couple of the 2 or 3 songs off the second album. It just wasn't my thing. So, love that demo and the debut. Yeah, I'm one of those assholes. Only the demos and the first record, but I don't know. I'm a fucking caveman. I like that heavy shit. So, yeah, that was great. And then another underrated band after that, Funeral Horror from Camp Blood. I believe they're from Holland, somewhere up there. My buddy Roy was in contact with him back in the day during the Hellheim radio and the Metal Maniacs writing and stuff like that. So he was constantly sending me their albums or whatnot. And that was their song Camp Blood, tribute to Friday the 13th and Jason, which obviously Roy and I bonded over as buddies. Love those fucking movies. So, yeah, they had a tribute to Friday the 13th and Jason with that song. I believe that was on like an EP or something like that. Maybe a split. And then after that was Entrails, Crawling Death. Heavy death metal. Swedish. I think there's like former members of pivotal Swedish bands from back in the day. Memory serves me correctly. Again, we don't fucking fact check here. We're not looking on Metal Archives or Googling shit. I'm just going by my dead brain cells lack of memory. But I think Entrails might have been one of the bands that actually might have been an original, and then they kind of fell by the wayside and then popped up again at some... I don't know, but I know that they definitely have some old school cats from Sweden in this band, and they're fucking awesome. I think they were even on Metal Blade at one point. It was cool, because, here in this era, death metal really hadn't exploded again yet. So it was the mid-2000s, early 2010s, right around there, where this playlist is, especially this section, is really heavy with bands from that era, like I said, because I was in contact with a lot of these cats, getting CDs, LPs, 7 inches, even the digital stuff, promos. Like I had said in the prior show, got a Helix digital promo kit hookup for my Metal Maniac stuff, and basically, all the labels, Hell's Headbangers, Dark Descent, all those labels from back then, they were signed up to that site. Iron Bonehead, and there was a bunch of stuff kicking off at that point, and so I was getting digital press kits, and I would obviously grab some of the MP3s and throw them on the radio show at Hellheim Radio up in LA. So that's what you're listening to here, and I had mentioned that my boys in Mordbrand, also from Sweden, appeared again. That was the Eternal Feast of Annihilation. I can never get enough Mordbrand, so you're going to hear a lot of Mordbrand on my radio shows from the past, and even some new stuff that I got coming up that I'll be recording, because I'm going to do some Welcome to Hell radio shows too, just like this in this format, and kind of built for more like a podcast, but it's gonna be brutal, and just expect Mordbrand's discography to make quite a few appearances. That was actually a song from a split that they did with another killer Swedish band, Bombs of Hades. And that's like an all-star lineup of past Swedish legends as well. Bombs of Hades is fucking badass. That was their song Burn, and that was on the split with Mordbrand. And, 2 bands that have legendary Swedish death metal members from the past in these newer death metal era bands. The 2010s, man, there was a lot of really killer stuff, new bands popping up that were just blowing the fucking doors off. Another Swedish death metal band, Tormented, ended that block with Vengeance from Beyond the Grave. So hopefully you are enjoying this. This is a mix of old classics and new classics, in my opinion. Some of the favorites of around that era. This is still stuff that I listen to, but I was really, really heavy with this stuff back in the day. I tried to mix it up, tried to play some old favorites and also do some newer stuff too. But we're going to do another block, and we're going to start it off with one of my favorite all-time bands, especially this era, the mighty Sodom. This is Deathlike Silence.
reclaiming the throne. Ground is shattered by earthquake. City of battle and men. Infernal flames are rising. This is the dragon's return. Demons of earth are falling. The Reaper's arm is of death. Legions of failure are suffocated by fire of Satan's breath. Storm of the beast, rising in fire. Storm of the beast, reclaiming the throne. Storm of the beast, rising in fire. Storm of the beast, reclaiming the throne.
All right, sickos, we are back. And you are obviously still alive. So I'm failing at trying to kill you, because that's what I'm trying to fucking do. But, no, thanks for sticking around. If you made it this far, you must be pretty fucking cool, pretty fucking brutal. So, cheers and mighty hails to you. We started that block off with the mighty Sodom, Deathlike Silence, obsessed by cruelty and all its gory sloppiness. I think WitchHunter was having whiskey for breakfast and just fucking couldn't stay on time on that fucking thing. Drum rolls were just all over the place. It was fucking ridiculous, but in a great fucking way. Fuck yeah. That shit was just totally insane. And that's a all-time banger. One of their best songs. I mean, they got tons of them, though, because they're just such a fucking great band. And after that was Carcass / Dementia. That was from Symphonies of Sickness. And I brought up Pestilence earlier on that night that they played with Carcass and Death, and fucking Carcass was just unfucking real. That changed everything that night. Like I said, when those earache bands started coming over here to Los Angeles, pretty much like every city in America and elsewhere, wherever they were touring, they were just blowing everybody out of the water and blowing minds. And a lot of people started forming bands after that, getting really influenced by just experiencing such greatness. Carcass was in their prime, as far as I'm concerned. But I love the early Carcass stuff. Heavy duty, man, heavy duty. And after that was Amorphis with a Abhorrence cover. So this was the Amorphis release. I think it was Privilege of Evil. Supposed to be a split with Incantation originally, but then that fell through. Incantation went on to the Onward debut, and then Amorphis ended up doing that Privilege of Evil EP, Vulgar Necrolatry, and that was the Abhorrence cover. Heavy fucking shit. Basically, that song is like that Abhorrence song, Vulgar. When you look in the dictionary under Finnish death metal, that's pretty much the song that pops up. That's the fucking all-timer. Has everything in it. Heaviness, riffs, mid-paced, fast, blast beats, the palm-muted, just brutality, just such a massive influence on what I do these days with Ruin, and it's just fucking unreal, the Finnish stuff. Pretty fucking awesome. After that was Bestial Mockery, Storm of the Beast. I think that was the Slain the Life LP. I had gotten that from, I forget what label it was, but I got it as a promo at the time to review in Metal Maniacs, and I was like, because it was kind of 50-50. I got a lot of garbage, unfortunately, when I was writing for Metal Maniacs, but I got a lot of classics like Bestial Mockery, too, so we're going to focus on the positive. And Bestial Mockery is a fucking amazing band. Storm of the Beast fucking rules. Total just thrashing, ripping madness. And after that is one of the most criminally underrated death metal bands ever, Abysme from Pittsburgh, with their brutal song Formless. I can't stress enough how amazing Brad and Mike and the guys are. Just classic death metal. Constantly tell Brad when I get a chance to talk to him, he's a pal of mine, so just tell him, man, fucking, it's just unreal how nobody talks about that band. They're just so incredible. Ruin was lucky to play with them out on the East Coast in 2019. I think that was the Baltimore show at this weird restaurant / venue that, fucking bizarre show, but it was awesome. We played with Anarchist, and Abysme was one of the bands, and Anthropic, our buddies from Buffalo, and Abysme was awesome to come out and do the show with us. But they're just so fucking underrated. And then after that was the one-man band Swedish Madman, Funerality. I fucking love that fucking band. They're just basically Autopsy Worship, and he's just a total autopsy freak. So that band is basically just a tribute to Autopsy, and he makes no bones about it that he totally rips off Autopsy, but it just comes out so incredible. The Swedes know what they're doing with death metal, obviously, so this guy's no exception. It's just a one-man group, too, so he does everything in the recordings. I don't know if they play live or not, but that was their classic Master of the Foul Arts. Well, we're getting towards the end here, so we got a pretty short block to end this original Hellheim Radio. The first 2 shows, 1 and 2, 26 songs on the original 2 broadcasts. There was way too much talking back then, so I told Andy, the guy that had me over for Razor Radio, I told him, all right, less talking, more music, let's get this going. People don't want to hear us yapping, so we agreed and focused to the next few shows that I'll be posting up on here. Definitely going to be as much music as possible. So let's end this with this short block, and then I'll be back real quick to do the outro, but we're going to start it off with Sepultura. Show me the wrath.
Sons of war, you live wrong, light of the village, need to fight, for this strength, makes you down. Son, even up, insane, manic, butcher, snare, stop, bleeding, till it's strong, pause, full, start, Zombie star, you fell dead, bloody up the neck, gushes on my hair. Show me the wrath. Frost man, who is born, living by the less, small, by the mother, blessed by her, they might be here. Of the star, you fell on them, bloody of the death, gushes on my hair. Show me the wrath. Gushes on my hair. Show me the wrath.
All right, sickos. Well, our time together has come to an end. You're still alive, so be proud of yourself. Because this was a brutal fucking playlist, especially for 2013. People weren't ready for this shit on a radio station. And, well, maybe. I don't know. There didn't seem to be a lot of radio stations like what me and Chris Hatewar were doing back then. So, or radio shows, I should say, playing shit like this. So it was pure underground madness, and we had a blast doing it. And thanks, Andy, for having us. He's still on Razor Radio doing stuff from his house in Southgate, California. So be sure to go tune into that, Razor Radio. You can Google it and find the station. It's the Razor Radio Network. He does it out of the garage. I'll probably be going back on there. I've been on there periodically over the recent years, pumping some Ruin stuff and whatnot. And I'll probably be on there at some point. We had talked about it. He came to the last Ruin show and we were chatting about it. So anyways, we started that off with Sepultura. If you didn't pronounce it like that, the satanic Hispanics would fucking stab you back in the day when they were popping off. Sepultura. You had to say it like that. Not Sepultura. You don't fucking say it. Sepultura. Oh yeah, Sepultura. Nope. Boo, 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 boo. You're going to get shanked. So that's how LA is, unfortunately. So yeah, you had to say it. Sepultura. Say it properly, motherfuckers. So yeah, that was Show Me the Wrath. I love fucking Morbid Visions. I love that old Sepultura stuff. The Max and Igor been re-releasing some of the old albums and stuff. Pretty fucking cool, man. I mean, I got to admit, I haven't seen the live show, but all my buddies, a lot of my buddies have gone, and especially some of the picky fucking stuck-up motherfuckers that really had their nose up there. This is gonna suck, and holy shit, they were fucking badass. You know, they were telling me how fucking great they were. So I'll have to go check them out at some point. They play a lot of the classics. They do like front-to-back album performances or whatnot. It'd be interesting to hear. I don't think they've done Schizophrenia yet. That'd be fucking cool. But maybe they did. But yeah, I think they re-released that. They did Best of Devastation, Morbid Visions. And it sounds cool, but I'll as far as like my playlist, personally, I stick with the classics, man. You know, I like the old classics that I grew up on, so that's the original version. So. But yeah, go check out their new stuff if you haven't heard it yet. The re-recorded stuff is pretty fucking killer. I think it's under the Cavalera logo. They got the old Sepultura logo, but it's called Calavera, what? Fuck, I forget how you spell it. Anyways, you know what I'm fucking talking about. Go look it up. It's fucking badass. Autopsy, I Sodomize Your Corpse, off the underrated Shit Fun. That was the last album of the original incarnation of Autopsy before they, called it quits for a little bit. Thankfully, they did come back, and I thank Chris and Eric every time I see them, and Danny too. Great buds. It's great to have them back. They've been back for a few years now, and they're still putting out fucking amazing music. But yeah, Shit Fun was fucking great. That was a great way to go out, and definitely one of my favorite songs off that album. That one and Acts of the Unspeakable are underrated because it's kind of like with classic movies. How do you top Severed Survival, Mental Funeral? So people weren't really into Acts of the Unspeakable and Shit Fun as much. They don't get mentioned as much as the first two albums. And, they did change up a little bit. They got more of almost like a hardcore punk band with the short blast songs, and then just weird doomy passages and just craziness. But the riffs were still there. Everything was still there. It was just a little bit different instead of the standard 4 or 5 minute death metal jams. They were doing a lot of shorter stuff. But it was just as fucking badass, in my opinion. It was up there. I mean, nothing's going to top Severed Survival and Mental Funeral, and go back and forth with that. And which album is the best or whatnot. I prefer Severed Survival. That's my favorite death metal album of all time. Some people prefer Mental Funeral because of how oppressive and just dismal and doomy it is, and that's great. Definitely not going to argue with that. Either one's fucking great, in my opinion. And then we ended that short block with Celtic Frost, Visual Aggression, off the Emperor's Return EP, one of the best EPs ever. The cover alone, when you're a kid walking through a record store looking at that cover, holy shit, man. That's fucking cool. That's fucking cool. I got to buy that. I mean, I already know I knew who they were, obviously, but if you didn't know who they were, oh yeah, look at that cover. Fucking A. Got to buy that shit. And I don't give a shit if it's pronounced Celtic Frost. That's not what we called them back in the day. It was Celtic Frost. Fuck the Boston Celtics. But, I'm a Laker fan, so I don't really give a shit. Celtic Frost, that's what we called them. And I think that's how Tom G. Warrior was calling it back in the day. But maybe he changed his mind because he tends to do that quite a bit, it seems like. But anyways, enough shit talking aside. That was one of their classics. That's definitely one of my favorite bands from back in the day. But I want to thank everybody for sticking through this. And if you're here till the end, thank you very much. Once again, you made it. I didn't kill you, and I will try to kill you next time. I'm going to do more of these in this format where it's kind of more like a podcast. I'm going to obviously have some visuals. I'm getting a little better with the program that I'm using. And I wanted to take some time real quick to thank some of the other YouTubers and really good friends of mine that helped me out to get set up. Uncle Ken from the Death Metal Crypt, Ken Escobedo, thank you, brother. He gave me the suggestion on this software to use, this program that I'm currently recording this on, and it's working great. That first show that I did, it was a little shaky, so that's why there's a couple mistakes, and I mean, like I said, I'm getting better at it. Bear with me, trying to get a better presentation and whatnot, but it seems to be working out a little better, getting more familiar with the program, so we'll get at it. Also, thank you to my wonderful friend Megan from the Gemini Archives podcast. Helped me out with a lot of advice, and as far as microphones and stuff like that, I ended up getting a perfect microphone for my needs, and really helped out a lot. Also, my boy Carl Necron from Texas. Thank you, brother. The Witching Hour podcast, and I've been on there quite a bit, and he gave me some killer advice on how to utilize StreamYard and other stuff about podcasting and YouTubing and stuff like that. So, and last but not least, my brother Roy. Actually got on the phone with him for a couple hours at one point a few weeks ago, and we caught up a little bit, but he also gave me some amazing advice and on how to do some of this stuff and what to do, what not to do, the equipment, the apps, all that good stuff, and just gave me some good pointers and whatnot. So all these people, without you, I wouldn't even be here right now. I'd probably be way behind. So I appreciate everything, and love you. You rule. And you listeners, thanks again. Like I said, we're going to get some more content going. There's going to be, I have quite a few of the old Hellheim radio shows from back in 2013 and 2014 that I'm going to be posting. And then I'll have more of the Gimme Metal shows to post up. So there's going to be a lot of little radio broadcasts going on / podcast style stuff. You could just listen to in your car, hear some jams, hear me yap for a bit, tell some stupid stories, maybe make you laugh a little bit, hopefully. But or you can just skip to the songs, no biggie. But and then there'll be some new Welcome to Hell radio playlists like this too, with some brand new playlists that I'll be doing for 2024. And actually, I will have my first interview with a good friend of mine, local heavy metal and thrash metal legend from here in LA. So I'm going to post that beast up next Monday. We're going to do our chat on Sunday. Like I said, I'm not doing live stuff just yet. It's going to be pre-recorded, but stay tuned for that. I'm going to be posting up the ad and the links in about a week or so. So at some point next week. And it'll be brutal. So thanks again, everybody. And stay tuned. This was the old Hellheim radio broadcast from, like I said, somewhere around September, October 2013. Hellheim radio. And this is the Welcome to Hell show with Mike Abominator. See you next time.